Hi folks, my name is John Santos and I am the general manager here at Urban Greens in Providence, Rhode Island. We're an 8,000 square foot retail space. We employ 52 team members. Our average rate of pay is a little over $15 an hour. Thank you again for giving us this opportunity to introduce ourselves to you folks.
I'm Philip Trevette, current board president of Urban Greens and one of the founding members involved in getting the co-op open. Urban Greens began as a buying club way back in 1999. Then some members got interested in opening a food co-op around 2006, and we officially incorporated in 2007. It took many years on our path to get open. Urban Greens is built on a site that was once home to Loudet Laundry, but had been abandoned for over 30 years and was a brownfield that needed to be remediated as part of the project. At our groundbreaking, rather than having a select few folks with shovels to celebrate the start of construction, we made sure to have enough shovels for everyone, and over 50 members joined the mayor to break ground. After a startup phase that lasted more than 10 years, Urban Greens finally celebrated our grand opening in June of 2019.
We're located here on the west end of Providence. We service a multi-ethnic community that's to the south of us that is essentially a food desert.
Where the food bank is, used to be a grocery store. That is gone. Today on Adelaide used to be a stop and shop. That is also gone. So when you look at Urban Green, where it's at, on Cranston Street, and you look at the streets, Elmwood Ave, Perry Avenue, Eddy Street, Allen's Ave, from the end of Providence, going to Cranston, all the way to, there are no commercial grocery store similar to Urban Green in the neighborhood. So not only the grocery, it has become a destination. I believe it's providing need to the community.
We focus on local producers and supporting local projects. For example, all of our fermented projects come from local places, and that's something that our customers know that they can find here, and we're happy to provide that. This month we're working with a small farm called Westfield Farm in Massachusetts. They make these awesome flavored chevs, and they're a small goat farm that ships their products directly to us, and you can't find their products elsewhere in the community. Focusing on small farms like that helps us to inject more into the local economy.
So I work in the receiving department, and I get to meet the large vendors, the medium vendors, and the small local vendors. And with all three, I think it's nice to put a face to the name of the co-op and to reaffirm those relationships.
ARI, the African Alliance, is known for growing African vegetables, and Urban Greens sets a pace for us with a focus on locally grown. There are many others who grow fresh vegetable in this state, and that has been a focus for Urban Green to bring the community into the store, to bring the community to the neighborhood. And so the concept, I think, is very welcoming.
We have a very diverse community, and as part of our mission, we are committed to serving and offering goods that are culturally relevant. You might find things in our store that are very price sensitive, where another store might focus on organics and would have the member base and customer base that could support that price point. We actually have to match both organics and conventional products, higher priced products as well as lower priced products. If we can offer the optimum good, the good that is organic, local, grown, and animals raised in the right way, alongside with items that are an introductory point for a customer that maybe couldn't afford those items, they can become exposed to that concept, and then they will hopefully sooner or later buy something and find out that the attributes around that are much better.
In the Urban Greens, they can come in. We have too much things from my country, like my cake. Everybody from my country, they know that cake. So sometimes they bring them here to see, like we have the jalapenos, some very pepper, very hot. They like it, so they come in here to buy.
We try to
compete with another store. Like a Spanish store, we try to keep Spanish people here, so we can try to carry the stuff that they want.
Urban Greens strives to source locally to support local producers and local farmers. This means making sure we have local products throughout the entire store in dairy, meat, and seafood, as well as throughout the produce department.
One of the things that we're really proud of is our relationship with the Calvary Baptist Church. The Calvary Baptist Church is an organization on the south side of Providence on Broad Street. And for the longest time, they had a food pantry that just prior to COVID hitting ended up closing. So they found that the folks that were showing up every day to get food, even though the pantry closed, were still showing up. And the elders of the church felt like they had to do something. So they reached out to us and they asked us if we would help put together food for them for their event that they host the third Saturday of every month. The other thing that has come from our interaction with the city and the additional exposure is opportunities to interact as an intern training center. So we have the Harvest Kitchen, which is funded by the Farm Fresh, and then also the Providence Housing Authority has sent us a number of students.
Urban Greens is what's called a consumer co-op. We have over 2,000 member owners. Those owners each have an equal say in the path, in the vision of the store, in voting on the board of directors, people like myself, as well as, then when the store over time grows and is turning a profit, those profits are distributed to all of those member owners.
What we're anticipating on doing in 2021 is between $5.8 million, which is operating at about year 5-6 of our pro forma.
From our early work trying to get open and carrying through to today, making sure that Urban Greens reflected, represented, and was accessible to the diversity of residents in these neighborhoods has been a core part of our focus, and it's part of what makes our co-op unique.
If you haven't been there, please visit and enjoy the same thing that I've been enjoying. And it's a place to be, it's a place to go.
Coming here in the Urban Greens to visit me